Hello, students. Welcome back once again to our EVS class. Today, we are going to start the last chapter of EVS for our session, that is on the move again. As usual, this chapter is also begins with a case study about Dhanu's village. Let us see what it's all about. Today, all the relatives have come to Dhanu's house to celebrate Dashera. They have come with their luggage in their bullock carts. Dhanu's father is the eldest in the family, so all the festivals are celebrated at their house. Dhanu's mother, Ai, the wife of mother's brother, Mami, and the wife of father's brother, Kaki, are busy making Puran Poli, sweet rotis made from jaggery and gram. Along with this, a spicy curry dish is also made. The day passes in laughing and chatting, but by evening, everyone's mood changes. The women and children begin to pack their luggage. The men sit down with the Mukaddam, agent who lends money for the meeting. The Mukaddam gives the details of the loan taken by each family. Then the talks for the next few months begin. The Mukaddam explains to the villagers in which areas they would go for the next 6 months. He also gives them some money as loan for their expenses. So, children, in this case study, we can view a typical lifestyle of the village people. So, this village is well known by Dhanu's name, and that is why it is named as Dhanu's village. So, the villagers at this moment, they are in a very festive mood of celebrating Dashera, that is Durga Puja, and the last day of Durga Puja is known as Dashera. So, all the relatives of Dhanu's family, they want to celebrate this festival, this day together at the village house. So, they all have come down from their places to the village. Because Dhanu's father is the eldest in the family, so all the festivals he's willing to celebrate together with all the other family members. The ladies of the family, they are busy in making some dish, some sweet rotis from jaggery and gram flour with a spicy curry. After that, they all had their lunch and all, and in the evening time, the elders, the men of the family, they all sat together to discuss some money lending matters. So, in the village, there are people who are lending money. You can say them as agents who lends money to the village people for various purposes. So, that person is called Mukaddam. So, he comes every time to get the details of the money that they want to lend from him. Ever since Dhanu remembers, this has been the routine. Families like Dhanu's work on the lands of big farmers till Dashera, before the rainy season. Many other families also work on such lands. They earn just enough money to keep them going through these months. But how to manage the remaining 6 months? When there is no rain and no work in the fields? So, everyone borrows money from the Mukaddam. To pay back this money, they have to work for the Mukaddam. Mukaddam is an agent for sugarcane factories. He helps them to find work in sugarcane fields. So here it is said that Dhanu, from the time since he remembers, this system is been going on of lending money from the Mukaddam, and as a result of that, they have to work for him on behalf of the money that they have taken. So the families like Dhanu's family, they work on the same land till the festival of Dashera. They will work and grow the grains and all. And before the rain starts, some other families are also there who also works on the same land in the different weather conditions in different season, and they grow different crops, and they earn just enough money to keep them going on through these months. Just that much only they earn, and rest of the money they have to pay back to the money lender. And sometimes it happens that these farmers, if they can't return the full amount back properly, then they have to work for the Mukaddam in order to pay back the money to him. So these money lenders, they are the agents for sugarcane factories. So when these money lenders, they lend money to the villagers, they used to work in the sugarcane fields. In this way, the Mukaddam, they help the farmers to find the work and return back the money to them. Now, there are few questions are being asked here. Did all the farmers in Dhanu's village have their own land? During what time of the year did Dhanu's family get work in the village? During what time did they not have work? Do you know of any families like Dhanu's who have to leave their villages for months in search of work? Next, there are some thinking skill-based questions. If people in Dhanu's village did not leave the village in search of work, what difficulties would they face in their own village? And number 2, in Dhanu's village, there can be no farming when there is no rain. Do you think farming can be done even without rainwater? If yes, then how? So children, just think and find out these two answers. First, you have to think yourself what could be the condition if the village people like Dhanu's family members, the males especially, if they don't go to work outside, then what challenges and difficulties the family have to face. And number 2, in Dhanu's village, there can be no farming when there is no rain. That is quite natural. If there is no rain, it means no farming. Do you think farming can be done even without rainwater? Do you think without rainwater also farming can be done? So here you have to do some research on that. Those who have seen, observed and know the techniques to do that, they will face no sequence. They can give answer very nicely. But those who don't have any idea about that, you have to do some research and then you have to prepare your statement based on your research. So these two portions we will be discussing the answers in the class during our DCC period. Let's go to the next page. In the next few months, Dhanu, his parents, his kaka, father's brother, and his 2 elder children, his mama, mami, and their 2 daughters, and 50 other families from the village will stay away from home. In these 6 months, Dhanu and many children like him will not be able to go to school. Dhanu's old grandmother, aunt who cannot see, and 2-month-old cousin sister would stay back in the village. In other homes too, the old and the ill people stay behind. Dhanu misses his grandmother a lot. Dhanu always keeps wondering who will take care of his grandmother. But what can Dhanu do? Think. Dhanu's family and many others from the village go far away for work, but some people stay back in the village. Why does this happen? As it is being discussed over here, because of illness, to old age, not able to walk properly for distance, not even to work also, and the small children, very small little babies, it's difficult to carry. When Dhanu and other children leave the village for 6 months, what happens in the village school? Lastly, what arrangements are made at your home for old and unwell family members when everyone goes for work? This is quite interesting. You have to find out such sequences and then you have to prepare your answer. After Dashera, the caravan of these families would now settle near the sugarcane fields and sugar factories. For 6 months, they would stay in their huts made of dry sugarcane and its leaves. The men will get up early in the morning and go to cut sugar canes in the fields. The women and children tie the bundles of sugarcane. Then the bundles are taken to the sugarcane factory. Dhanu often goes with his father. Sometimes they spend nights outside the factory on bullock carts. There, Dhanu plays with the bullocks and wanders around. So, in this way, children, we have seen the real life sequences and challenges of the poor villagers who are fully dependent on the piece of land and the amount of rain. When they get rain, they use their time nicely in cultivation and growing productions in order to get some money out of it. And if they don't, then they have to depend on the factories nearby. So prepare yourself your answers. We will do the next part in the next video. Till then, bye.